Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got the X7 M50i, that's the G07 chassis, in individual Petrol Mica. Now unfortunately it's basically overcast here in Mountain View, so we won't be able to see the dynamic color that is Petrol Mica. So basically it's a really dark blue with some hints of green, so I'll try and get close to the paint and see if we can pick that up in the camera. But this one's fairly loaded. You can see we got the extended shadowline trim. X7 comes, the M50 comes standard with the laser lights. We got the driver assistance professional package as well. Got our 22-inch Orbit gray wheels as well with black M Sport calipers. I didn't choose blue, so I don't think it would, I think it might have clashed a bit with the Petrol Mica. But you can't really see that right now because it's overcast. But the G07 X7 M50i, powered by the familiar N63 twin-turbo V8 engine. That puts out 523 horsepower and 553 torques. So it's a pretty quick car, comfortable as well. Seats up to 7, and this particular guy's, this one I'll show you in a minute, has got the second row captain's chairs, which I think are $850, but you lose one passenger space, and also some cargo space because those second row captain's chairs cannot fold flat. So if you get the captain's chairs, you're going to lose that storage space and cargo capacity if you instead opted for the 7-seater and the bench in the second row. But that Petrol Mica individual color, it's $5,500 on the X7 just because of the size. Now there are set individual colors that are basically pre-approved by BMW. So you don't have to ask permission and see if X color is available. They have a list of colors available. All you have to do is put the form in with your client advisor, and that will be basically automatically approved and put in the production queue. Now it does add some time, of course, because they have to schedule the special paints. And I'll explain why. This has got some features that you can no longer get on the X7. So this one's an executive demo currently, so there's a little bit more stuff that would normally be there. So we have the ivory white and midnight blue interior. So basically it's a two-tone interior. I thought the midnight blue would go well with the Petrol Mica, sort of matching it. I think it does a pretty good job there. Let's take a look at the interior as well as the options. Alright, so as we come accustomed to, it's the standard live cockpit that now permeates throughout most of the BMW lineup. There are some cases where you don't get the live cockpit, basically an option, including like the 4 Series and the 3 Series. Got our X7 M50i logo, driver assistance professional buttons as well. Familiar iDrive 7 screen. So this is the last model year of the current X7 before it gets its life cycle impulse, or that's BMW speak for a refresh. Let's take a look at the options. So the starting price of the X7 M50i is basically $100,000. The Petrol Mica metallic paint adds another $5,500. The ivory white and night blue merino leather adds, and that's full leather, I'll show the dashboard in a minute, $3,700, and could add some time to your order. So we got the cold weather package, so front and rear heated seats, and the 5-zone automatic climate control. And that's $1,100. Driver Assistance Pro, talk about $1,700. Luxury seating package gets you ventilated seats as well as front massaging seats. And that is another $1,100. Exec package gets you another $1,300 added to your tally. So we got the second row captain's chairs for $850. I know that this has got an option that currently is not available, and that's the Bowers & Wilkins. So this was ordered prior to September 1st, where it's still available. Extended shadowline trim, another $300. All told, MSRP is just under $120,000. Just not bad. Most of those upcharges are basically the interior and exterior. So this is the dashboard in the midnight blue. I think it's a nice touch here. You can see the contrast stitching as well. Got our Bowers & Wilkins speaker in the front there. So hopefully Bowers & Wilkins returns. I don't know when that will be. It is currently only available on the iX. So who knows when it's going to return to the rest of the BMW lineup. So we've got our glass controls, which are included on the exec package. You see the crystal shifter, iDrive controller, start-stop button. We also got standard air suspension. Let me put it down to the lowest setting here. So the lowest setting, unfortunately, you can't really drive. You can't drive in that one. So this is for ingress and egress only. So unfortunate, because it looks really good. Really looks like a fast wagon. So we'll take a look on the outside as well. See our massaging seats here. You got your control for the rear seats, so you can allow access from the driver's side here into the third row, as well as you have the gentleman's function here as well. Just take a look at the rest of the car. All right, so we got our second row captain's chairs, the night blue. I think it's a good option to have, but you do lose that practicality of the X7 if you opt for this. So we got our X7 M50i badges in cerium gray. You can see that third row here is folded down. You got all your controls on the left-hand side. So max passenger, max luggage. So this is essentially max luggage, because that second row does not fold. You can fold down particular sections of the seats as well. All right, close that up. Let's see if we get a little bit closer to the paint. Unfortunately, not a lot of sun on here. So I don't know if you guys can see that. There's just a slightly green hue to the color. So it's unfortunate, not sunny, but I have to live with what I have to work with here. You can see that blue hue come out a little bit brighter. So again, in that sun, that flaking brings out a little bit of a green here, sort of like a bluish green. I think it's a pretty good color, so sets you apart from all the other X7s, which also can be had in carbon black, which is sort of a similar-ish color. But that's about it for a walk around the X7 M50i in individual Petrol Mica. So we've had a couple individual X7s on the channel. So anything that you guys would spec your X7 M50i in a special color, let me know in the comments below, and maybe we can make that happen in the future. So I think we've had Lime Rock Gray on the X7 M50i, as well as Daytona Violet, and now Petrol Mica. We have one more on the way that will be built, I think, in February, and that's going to be Verde Hermes. So I think that'll be a nice color for it as well. But that's it, and we'll see you at the next video.